He's here. Yeah. I am a warrior. Oh, yeah. Boom. Stumbling blocks in my way. Yeah. I'm a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself. My little stumbling blocks in my way, yeah. When in the difficult times, when I've got so much things on my mind, for my bread and it's hard to find. And no giving in, victory is mine, yeah. Times is gonna get real tough. Seems like my best is not enough. And even when it feels like no one cares, higher and higher go, persevere. You see, I am a warrior. Gonna break down all of them barriers and free myself from all the stumbling blocks in my way. Yeah, I'm here. Can I break that? Anybody here? Anybody here? Anybody here? He's back live and direct. Live and direct on YouTube. Sharing is caring. Yeah, for sure. We must care about each other because they don't. The people that control this world do not really care about us, so it's up to us to care for each other and love each other. You know what I mean? Me, this is the change I want to see. I want to see more people helping each other. More people. So this is why I do all this. Come on. If it would be just about myself, first of all, I would try to, also making money with this, not really my aim. It's not my motivation. My motivation is really towards helping people. And yesterday, yeah, I had a good night, very wonderful Truman show with Guru Nile. I had a great conversation with him. I just released it on the Truman Show. Just posted it. And yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to come together. It's not very complicated. It's just to open our heart a bit and realize that a man is just a man and reaching out to each other and, bring the love forward. Moving forward is the aim. We must move forward for sure, but with love. Abandon and love. Yeah. Advance with abandon is very, very important. We have to stop holding back. And, never hesitate to get in touch with someone. Or like if someone comes to me, like the other day, O'Neill from Plastic Magic Record came to me and he said, oh, there's that guy. Should invite him on your Truman Show. He said, great vibe. And I went to listen to him and stuff. Like, even if it's not... like I like his songs and everything, but I mean, it's about helping each other. I don't look at what you do. You do good. You probably do good because we all have good inside. So you probably do good. And if you if you don't do good, you do evil stuff. So it's one or the other. So if you do good, I do good. We should be on the same track. We should, at one point, all merge together and, just advance and going forward. That's the aim. We don't want to go backward. Anyway, it's clear to me that it comes with we need to help each other and we need to stop putting that false pride, put that false pride aside. And I don't know, this is not what I want to see in the world. So I'm being maybe because also my motivations are different than other people. Other people, their motivation is monetary. So it changes a lot. When your motivation is not necessary money at the end, it changes your vibration a lot because the pressure is less also. Like if your motivation and what you do is only money, and all you want is to gain money with what you do, probably gonna lose yourself. It's about putting your heart, opening your heart and pouring your whole heart into what you do. Your whole heart, and do it with love. Do what you love. Do what you love. The most important, that's what I told Stefan the other day. Stefan, you have to do what you love. If you don't do what you love, you're going to give up. First of all, you're going to give up in the long run. if you do something that you don't love, you can really sustain it, and it's not something you have to do something you can do 7 days a week without being paid, day in day out without being paid. So with a smile on your face, on top of that. So find that mission, find that calling, and we're all here. Like, it's possible you haven't find it yet. Come on, it took me many years to just awake to the truth, and like I posted a video of a KRS1 yesterday on Facebook, and he's dropping a bit of truth, like touching Freemason and the Rothschild and stuff like that, and yeah. If we take, and I really like what he said. He said, a teacher will put the truth in his craft. Like what I do here, even if okay, on YouTube, people that are with me on a daily basis and watch my video know what kind of truth I'm talking about, and have a glimpse of the truth also, because you're on YouTube like me for a while. But if we go to people that just starting to wake up, sometimes it can be brutal to realize how powerful you are. It can be painful to see that you have not bring all that greatness outside of yourself, while so it can be painful at some point to wake up, but I think it's the best feeling ever. For me, it's the best feeling in the world. It's come on, just to come here every morning is very, very enriching, very uplifting, and yeah, we have to keep it that way, and we will keep it that way. We will keep it that way, because there's not too many ways to do things. If we do it with love, we're on the right track. But also, it's easier to realize the lies in the world if you don't fit in. That's the thing also. If you don't fit in at start, it's going to be much easier for you if someone come along and tell you a bit more truth than what you already know, because truth varies with our level of awareness also. Jay, boom! Now is the time, yeah. Oh, Leslie is here. I just woke up. That's great. Never fear, birth chart warrior is here. Yeah, man. That's great. I love that. It's great vibe. We all get together in the morning. It's early morning. It's like 7 o'clock for me. Leslie, also 7 o'clock, I think. But it's a great time to, the best time, the most productive. And anything that you do is the morning time from 5 to 8 in the morning. It's a very, very productive moment. And it's a moment you have a lot of inspiration also, because you didn't start thinking too much. Because as much as the day goes on, we start thinking. Like when I get up in the morning, I'm not too stressed. I just started my day. But the more the day goes on, the more I think, the more I'm in my head. And then comes nighttime, and then I start to release the stress a lot, because you're going to bed. So why are we even in worries? That's what I wonder sometimes. Why am I even worrying about stuff? Because when I sleep, I don't worry about it. When I wake up in the morning, I don't worry about it. When I go to bed at night, I don't worry of the stuff I think during the day. So why are we thinking so much? Why are we so stuck like in anxiety and stuff like that, when there is moment during the day where you're absolutely not in that kind of mood? Your spirit is not preoccupied by stuff you think in your head. So that's what I tell myself sometimes. I said, why are we so preoccupied by why do we think so much? Because this is what also prevents a lot of people from getting in contact with the truth, or whatever truth about themselves that we can have, is we think a lot. We're out of the now. We're out of the now a lot. Yeah. I had a dream I couldn't sleep. I had a dream. I saw one big stone hitting the Babylonian people. Yeah, like teacher, he said, I saw it in a dream. The cat down the road is trying to burn weed off me, and we ain't even smoked yet, baby. Can I get a hello there? Boom! Didn't even have breakfast yet. That's our friend. He's just a bold guy, bold genius. My friend Ralph, 7:07 again. I check at the time, 7:07. It's 3 days in a row. But this time we have 5 viewers. We don't have the 777. But yeah, no, can I get a hello there for sure? Our friend Ralph. Yeah, Ralph Smart. His channel is Diving Deep, Infinite Waters. Diving Deep. Check this out. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of content. He's very, very inspired. I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while. I haven't watched his stuff for a while. Because last video I seen was, I don't know, talking about something. I don't remember. But it's been a while. But he's great. Big up Ralph, for sure. Ralph's a great warrior of light. Great warrior of light. We're all like great warriors of light. We need some light on this plane. It's like we count on the blind to lead us. The blind leads the blind. So it's up to us, conscious people. You know, we're in a decade of consciousness. For sure, it's changing. It's changing by the day. Listen, if my level of awareness is growing each and every day, for sure, the universal mind. But there's a power so strong at work, so strong that it's so hard to explain. This is what I try to explain sometime, what's going on. The synchronized awakening, like why are we all here? Why are we all on YouTube suddenly looking for truth and looking for more in life? Or I don't know, we seem to all add that spark in us, the same spark. Because I can talk about myself, I can talk about myself having an awakening, but I think it's more, I don't really consider myself as a, I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a synchronized awakening. I see it like that. There's something happening. We're all here on YouTube in the morning, all pumped for life, and you know, I've never been so so joyful for life. Especially, you know, but this is what awakening does. It's you're gonna be amazed constantly, in a constant state of amazement. Constant state of amazement to whatever you do, whoever you interact with, whoever you meet in your life is going to mean a lot. Like I put a lot of importance on the connections, on the connections that I make, and whoever it is, whatever is you do. Like I don't look at this. I look much beyond the surface of the skin or your job or whatever you like. To me, this is really a non-relevant because that doesn't make you a man or a woman. Or a woman, you know, the texture of your hair, like Frankie Paul says, the texture of your hair, the contour of your nose, or color of your skin, or your, like, nothing outside makes you a man or a woman. It's what you have inside, what you can bring in the world, what's on your heart, you know, what's on your heart, really. Sativa morning. This morning, it's Alaska. Very good, that one. Sativa. It's a Sativa. What's the... It's pretty high, that one. 23.5. 23.5 TH. It's a good one. Gives a good uplifting clarity. And that's what I like about Sativa. You start thinking very clear and you are energized too. It gives me a lot of energy to trot on my journey. Like, who says that? The song I post every day. I love that song, Herb Trees by Itaway. I'm going to try to get him on the Truman Show. I should be able to do that. Yeah, high revibes for sure. No, I'm going to... Yeah, Santos, yeah. Sweet Trichomes. That's Luton Fire. Yeah, there's so much great reggae artists out there. It's filled with... This plane is filled with love and grace. We live in love and grace. There's so much beautiful people shining so bright. You know, Jah light is shining down on us, shining down on each and every one, and we are just re-shining that light. That's how I see it. Like, for sure, it's shining down on me. Jah light is shining down on me, but I feel it also. But I want to re-give it. I just don't want to leave that light inside. I want to, I don't know, shine and. It's hard for people that don't have a clue of what it is to... for sure, some people are going to think you're very pretentious to say that the light is shining down on you, but it's the reality. When once you start awaking yourself and you feel it also, we are one, and we're all journey of life for finding who we are, who we really are. This can be a bit sometime. Sometimes it can be a bit yeah, rocky. It's a rocky road. It comes with a lot of not ups and downs, but everybody have ups and downs. Me, I say when you have eyes, when you're high on money, when you're high, just be grateful and keep some aside, because there will be days where you will be low. And life is like a seesaw. Teacher D says that. Teacher D say, yeah, listen to Teacher D. Great man. And life is like a seesaw. There's always up and down. If you don't have up and down or highs or low, high or low high, it means you're probably at dead, yeah, or gone into another realm. I prefer that expression. I don't think we really. I think dying and birth and all this is a bit Babylonian. I think we always roam. We've always been roaming here, probably for many, many thousand years. And now I'm waking up to my soul is waking up to reality, and I'm not the only one. There's a lot. I don't feel alone. That's why talking about the stuff I talk about. Me, I really don't hold back, because if you just go on YouTube, you're gonna find all kinds of people speaking truth and inspiring each other to greatness, and to rise and shine. This is why we're here. Most of it, it's to find back our greatness that we have let bury inside of us. Most of us have. I live my life very in a shelter. It's like an eggshell. It's like you live your life in an eggshell, and until you break that eggshell to go out and see the light. That's what it is. You're like a little chick in an eggshell, and you have to break that shell. That's why chick break the little chicken inside. Now you call that baby chick, baby chicken, poussin, les petits poussins. Là. C'est pour ça qu'ils brisent la coquille, parce qu'ils veulent voir la lumière. So you should do the same. You should break your little shell and see the light. Yeah, it's available. It's there. It's shining on us like crazy. It's just that we're blind. We're blind, and we don't think but we have to learn also. I think I've learned in the process of awakening that life is worth living, and that I didn't have so much of an idea of what was life before, because I wasn't really giving thanks for life. Today I give thanks for life every day. Every day I wake up, I just give thanks. I just give thanks, and I come and do it live on YouTube, live and direct, because I think it's a good way to connect. I like to keep it. I like to keep things real. I don't like fake stuff, and that's why I've never edited any of my videos. I always do videos, and I put it out on YouTube as it is. And I come here and I try to have nothing script. I have nothing around me. I just press start today, and I said, okay. We're gonna share. That's what I do. I care about you guys. I care about us. So I come and share my journey, and I'm sure my journey on YouTube, or my journey in life in general, can inspire many people. We all have stories. We all have survived our worst moments. So it's just to tap into our greatness and say, hey, my life has meaning, and say yes to your life. Just say yes to your life. That's all it is. At one point, I said, okay, that's enough, the eggshell. Now, the goal of my existence is probably open my heart. Probably. It's hard to even to say what's the goal of our existence, because there's so much confusion around. But once you clarify your journey, the more you go onto your journey, the more things clear. The clearer it's going to get. Your life is magic. Your life is magic, and the more you advance, the more you realize it's magic, and the more you create magic out of your life. This is the thing. We're all magicians. We're all magicians. Our life is magic. First of all, you are, one of a kind. There's none like you. There's none like me. We're all cut from the same cloth, but we're all unique. We all have a very, very unique vibrational signature to live here, and it's important that you live it. Be like a leaf in the wind. and be of passage, and nobody ever get in touch with you or realize who you were, or like you don't want to leave a trace. You want to leave a, but you want to at least leave a trace. At least leave a trace. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna impact the whole world, but I'll leave a trace at least with that, and that makes my art feel very warm because yeah, it's open, and not only that, I'm willing to receive a lot of energies, a lot of great vibrations gonna come to you also once you open your heart. Like, don't have fear, and but that's also probably what restrain us to advance with abandon is the fear. We let the fear immobilize us. A lot of people let the fear immobilize them. They will stop everything because of fear of the unknown. Fear of the unknown. For sure, it's a fear of the unknown every time I come here. But what am I going to do? Let fear stop me from living? No, every time I go on to something, I find more strength. I become, every morning here, I build. Now, yesterday I was a bit nervous. Today, no nervousness at all. But I had that feeling again, nervous, but I mean not like yesterday. So I must have gained more strength. That's why I tell myself. And no one will come and give me strength and say, infuse strength in you. It's not something you infuse in someone. It's something you gain. It's something you develop. You develop confidence. You develop strength by taking action. But if you sit on your butt and watch TV and eat popcorn and drink beer, that's not going to build strength. Building strength is going out in the world. Go out in the world, do what you have to do. Speak to the world, or write to the world, or do something, live for others. Your mindset should be towards living for others. It's very, very me. That's what I want to help them, and especially with the music, because this is where I make my niche. It's into the reggae music and promoting reggae music because it had changed my life. I realized after taking a major reflection that reggae music was a major, major part in my awakening. Major. I don't know if I would be here if it wasn't for reggae music. And I don't know if I would still be here today if it wasn't for reggae music. I don't mean alive, but I mean on YouTube, going on to my journey, because it motivates me a lot. Reggae music brings me a lot of motivation, inspiration, truth, good mood. There's everything in reggae music. Me anyway, that's the vibe I promote. Promote what you love instead of bashing what you hate is very, very important. I promote what I love, and I love reggae music. You don't know how it makes me feel, the joy it brings, the strength. It's unbelievable. I feel on this so much, but I always been like that. Always been very motivated by reggae music, and I get a lot of my inspiration from there. A lot of things I'm gonna tell you, like, it's because I heard it in songs or stuff like that. So not because I want to be a copycat or something, but it's because it's very like that rise and shine thing. I took that from Jason. At one point last year, I was listening to Jason video. What was it? Salute, and go listen to his song Salute of Jason, and you're gonna see that's literally where I took it. I said, wow, that rise and shine thing, that's my thing now. I gotta bring this on an everyday thing, and it's gotta become me. That's the thing. It's good to talk about things but you have to become the fullest of the story. So when I seen that thing rise and shine is really something I have in my mind constantly. So rise and shine, rise and shine, rise and shine. At one point, if you repeat something to yourself, you will become it. You will naturally. This is what's magic with life, but you got to put your focus onto it. Like, you got to put your whole mind to it. You cannot have distraction. You cannot be absorbed by nonsense. Cut off the nonsense, cut off the distraction, and focus and see the magic happening. Come back to me and tell me there's no magic happening in your life. Once you cut off all distractions from Babylon, all the nonsense, the conspiracy world and stuff, cut off everything and focus. And tell me you don't start feeling your life magical. Come on. It's just because we have stuff in our minds that prevents us from shining. That's all it is. because we all have the same biological equipment to shine, to make our life free and beautiful, and to create something out of our life. It's just that we're just so stuck up in nonsense and distraction that it takes us away from life. It takes the joy away from life. Also, Babylon is very wicked, and Babylon will steal your mind. They will come on, they will make you feel living dead, like you're living dead. It's but their goal is that also. Their goal is that we stay asleep. You know, do you think they want the whole earth to start suddenly rise and shine? And come on, that's why they have religions and stuff. So people look outside of themselves for divinity and stuff. They go to churches. They try to slave us through school and church. You know, this is the reality. Just look at it. You might put your hand in the sand and not see it. There's a lot of people that don't see the world for what it is. They're just contented with the herd mentality and following the herd. So it's just something we have repeated. But the moment, you start asking questions, and that's why I say teachers have the potential to really change things. Teachers in schools and high schools, and if there's some of them listening to me, bring truth into your craft. Even if you tell the truth to people, they won't get it. They won't get it. So don't waste your time telling truth to people, but put it into your craft. Put it into your music. Become more aware as a person and put it into your craft. Because you cannot expect to tell the truth to someone and he will understand everything. It's too deep. The truth is way too deep. Way too deep for you to go out in the world and tell the truth to. First of all, they're not like, it's very, very profound, the truth. And most people, that's why, they want to also bash Freemasonry also a lot on YouTube. And the moment you hear about Flat Earth, you hear about Freemasons or this or that. Or when Freemasons, like KRS-One says, Freemason is there to build a better man. This is what it is. They have inverted everything. So if you listen to what they tell you, if you think that the secret societies that control the world are the one you're hearing about, you're completely delusional. Let me tell you that the secret, you don't hear about these people. The people that run the world, you don't hear about them. You think you're going to hear about them? You think you're going to know the truth on YouTube? You think Freemasonry is at the origin of all this mess on earth? Come on. Come on. You don't hear about those secret societies, those secret meetings. That the ones that we hear about is what they want us to hear. Is they want us to hear to fool us, to make us fear them and stuff like that. So it's very that we are aware of all that stuff. And me, I know that I will not. The only glimpse of truth I can probably have in my life is myself. Is discover who I am and how powerful I am and what I can do with my life. But it's we get lost in all this. I think I've studied Freemasonry also, maybe not for 20 years like him, but I studied Freemasonry, the meaning of Masonry. There's a meaning with Masonry, and to bash them and to put them against the wall and say Freemason are at the origin of this conspiracy it's totally we're completely lost. I think it's my opinion. It's my opinion, but I don't bash Freemasonry. Or for sure, they have to hold secret. They have to hold knowledge. Look at us, how wide we are. We don't care about truth. We don't even care about ourselves. So we don't even care about the earth. So someone has to stand up. Maybe imagine if there would not be people preserving the truth or preserving knowledge or teaching truth, or because most of all, that's what they do. They're gonna teach you the truth. That's what it is. Okay, you might. I don't know if they're gonna teach you the whole thing, but for sure they are introduced to some secrets and stuff. But I think it's more to build better men and women. And I don't know if Freemasonry take women. I don't know. That's a bit the other thing. I don't agree with everything that they do. First of all, I have never been a Freemason. I don't intend to. But I look at it as something that's probably necessary. I don't know. Everything has its purpose. Everything has its reason for existence. It's to just say, okay, bang, they're this or they're that. So we have to be very, I don't know, use scrutiny in our research and To just listen to someone tell me they're this, they're like, it's not using scrutiny, it's not using common sense, and but common sense is not really common practice in our world. That's the thing. But anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna read more about Freemasonry. Also, I want to read more books from Manly P. Hall. I want to read the book from Manly P. Hall, The Secret of All Ages. I want that book. That's my next book in line. For sure, I want to learn more about Freemasonry. There's something with that. There is something. It's like it's like I want to read. I wanted to read the Bible, the Quran, because I'm like, okay, there's something with this too. Everybody's believing into something, into a religion. Well, what is that thing? So I went, I looked, and I searched, and found some truth. For sure, there's truth in everything. There's, they say the Bible is the word of God, but God is man once awakened. Once you awake, you are God. Don't look for God. Me, it's so simple to me that we are such a beautiful and wonderful people, so divine. But I don't know what's happening with humanity, but we have lost our way into nonsense, into illusion. And we don't think we should be part of. This is we expect them to change things. Like we have gave up all as mature adult. We have pretty much gave away our responsibility. Or I think anyway. Me, it's clear to me that I cannot wait or count on Babylon to represent me. It's total nonsense. It's like I would go to the government to please save me. Like, it's total nonsense. That we must take responsibility for our lives. This is a must. That's why I'm here, to crank myself each and every day. Crank up, people. Crank up to greatness. And yeah, for sure, we must crank ourselves, because this world thrives on low vibration. It thrives on low vibration, and everybody seems to be comfortable with repressing the same button day after day. I was fed up pressing the same button, and I wanted something different. I wanted to feel alive. I wanted to feel the vibration of life. So I said, hey, now it's time for live and direct. Yeah, I started with the Truman Show. The Truman Show, I think, brought me to becoming more confident going live, and now I can do this every morning. But I don't think if it would have been of the Truman Show, doing some live show on there with people that came and gave me strength, I don't think I would be able to do this here live and direct, an hour alone on the screen. Like, it's very... Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, wow, like, I'm very, very proud of what I do, because it gives me the strength to advance more, to carry on more. It's not false pride, or it's not something that I take pride and take glory and glorify myself when I get off YouTube in the morning. Oh, I went on YouTube. No, it's not that. I once I close it, it's just a continuum of my journey. Like, it's... Whether I press the start button or the stop button, I'm in that same state. Like, I want to become the fullest of the story, so I have to, to not. It's not what matters. Is not what I do here. Is what I do when I'm not here. I can do whatever I want here. I can yap. I can preach. I can. But does that really gonna? No. It's what I do when I'm alone. It's what I do with my time. It's what you do with your time when you're alone. What do? Do you spend your time on nonsense, on squandering around doing nonsense, and distracted by nonsense in society? There's all kinds of distraction. All of this is meant to take you away from who I... Okay, I might sound drastic and radical, and when I say I don't have no distract, but that's the thing. I've been distracted all my freaking life with nonsense, with sports, with all the sports, like even the anyway, everything. I've been into it. I've been there, and I'm done with it. So I was able to really close the door to the distractions, and like, I don't care what's going on any professional sports or this and that anymore. I really don't care. I concentrate on my journey. I focus on my journey. I read books. I connect with people. For me, every day, I tell myself I'm gonna connect with someone new. I'm gonna try to create like a Truman show with someone new. But sometimes it's hard because you want more than them. That's how I feel sometimes. Sometimes I push so much to have an interview. I go back 2, 3 times on the same reggae artist, and like I barely get an answer. Yesterday, I get a closed door. I asked someone, and he said, "No, I'm not into interviews." Like, okay, so that's cool. I just wanted to help you, bro. I just wanted to help you. I was coming along to give you a push, a help, and I would have helped you promote your vibe. But no, some people just shut the door and they don't bother. They don't. So sometimes it's just not. I don't take it personal. Also, I know they're on their journey. I'm on my journey. I don't have to force them. But every day I wake up, I just go and I say, okay, what am I going to do today different than yesterday so I get something different? That I don't want to get the same thing each and every day, and especially coming here, I don't want to have the same speech each and every day. It might sound the same. I don't know how I sound, but I think I'm bringing a different vibe, a different, not a different atmosphere, a different, yeah, that's a weird, are we on a sphere? Atmosphere. That's a really weird word. But yeah, I try to, bring some kind of different vibe, a more higher, it's all about vibrations and frequency. Anyway, so this is how you vibrate, vibration, just put your finger on your throat. You're going to see what I'm talking about vibrations. If you can feel the vibe, if you can catch the vibe, maybe you can catch what I'm saying here. Let me activate your mind. Activate your mind. That's all. Because I just started to activate my mind. That's all it is. I started to think for myself and asking questions. Is it really true? What they tell me? Is it? And then you realize that, the whole world is a stage and the whole world is very, very confused. But I wasn't sensing that confusion. Like I said yesterday, you don't sense the confusion of the world if you're confused. This is the thing, because the guy in front of my house, he doesn't have a clue of what I'm talking here about. And the worst is he doesn't know that he doesn't know. So, so that's why seeking truth is very important, because you don't know. And if there's not something happening to you in your life to put you on your ass, or tragedy, or someone dying close to you, or whatever it is, to make you realize that life has value, you will probably go on with life with the default state all your life, never reaching out to feel the vibes. It's very different. It's very different once you start talking to the world, going out and expressing yourself, and it's a much different vibe. And everybody can feel everybody that goes and inspire people. They feel what I feel. It's a divine vibe. It's a divine vibe. But it's very hard to explain how this process occurs, because it's outside of words. It's outside of this dimension here, that flesh. I'm only in flesh here. I can explain only so much of what I feel, because it's very, very hard to explain in depth the truth. It's very hard to explain in depth the truth, because this is you. This is you. I cannot explain you. You have to live it. I cannot explain me. I have to live it. I have to live it each and every day to get to that truth, to get to that bigger truth. With you. So that's why the truth, it's very, very deep, and I cannot tell you the truth. You have to seek it. It's inside of you. You are the truth. I am the truth. We are the revolution. We are the all this, but it's up to us to wake up and see the truth and feel it and seek it and shine it especially shining it, because this is there's no turning back here. We're not going backward. We're going forward. We're going forward with our journey. I can't wait to, I'm not anxious. I'm not too much in time, but I can't wait to see what this vibe here is going to be just in a year from now. Just in a year from now, where we're going to be with this journey. And it's very, very, every day I come here, And YouTube, this is what's wonderful with YouTube, is I can touch so many people just with a simple message of love and unity and strength and greatness. And you can touch the heart of so many people, and these people can change their life. They can change their life. You can change the life of someone just with your story. If you go out and express yourself, and we all have stories. Okay, it might you put it into your craft. This is what I'm saying. Might not be to go out on YouTube and speak live like me. That's my thing. I don't know. To me, it's natural. That's what I have to do. I feel that's what I have to do. But your call might be singing or painting. Put it into your craft. Put the truth into your craft. Just look at this picture here in the back. The one my wife did with the sun and the red and the blue shift. Just that. Just this picture there has a lot of truth in it. A lot of truth in it. But if you're not really in tune with there's a lot of truth in it. I'm going to tell you why. Because you see the reflection of the sun on the water. Is that possible on a ball? Is that possible on a ball to have a reflection straight over a surface of water if the sun is on the other side of the curve? Think about it. Think about it. Do you think that the light bent? Now, the light suddenly bent over a curve? So, there's truth in there. And the red shift and the blue shift, like Santos explained to us. And the red and blue, why is the police car red and blue, the light on top? Ask yourself the question. Why is there so much red and blue in all the flags? That's just coincidence? You tell me it's all coincidence, all that stuff? Come on. Hey, come again. Everything is coded. Everything is... but it's not coded in a way that it's evil. It's not that. They want us to see the invert stuff so we can see it as evil, but it's not that. Everything is very divine. And even I was wondering about that painting. Tell your wife she's beautiful. I've studied that pic. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That, when she gave it to me, I said, Kim, you just probably put the whole truth into it. A lot of truth into your picture without even knowing, but probably because she hears me, it's probably subconsciously she came out with this. But this is the power of the mind, also the power of the subconscious. She keeps hearing me here. I'm talking about stuff all the time, and it's in her. Sure, she's not probably at the same. Like, she's not gonna come live and direct on YouTube, but she has her mind is really activated. So when she comes with things like that, I'm like, hey, whoa, what's that? So I was like, hey, that's great. So yeah, so I was really pleased to see. Very pleased to see that unfold. I'm really, really always very excited to see the truth unfold. And the truth is us, and the love unfold also. The love is unfolding at a rhythm that is very, very, very faster than it's taking a great how can I say that, momentum. We're in a momentum. We're gaining momentum with this awakening. This is what's important, is to stay positive, have a lot of optimism. You have to be optimist. You cannot start seeing the world as an evil place. That's what they want you to do. That's what they want. They want us to see this world as hell, when it's a paradise. It's up to us to also stop giving so much energy to these Babylonian people that wants to see us live in hell. We live in a paradise. We have everything. If you have abundance inside, you will find abundance outside. It's all there for us. It's already there. You just have to tune it in into your life. But it takes patience. It takes patience and consistent action. The divine will not come on your path the first day you start shining. You're not gonna feel the vibration I'm talking about the first day you start shining. You start coming out or doing. Oh no, it's gonna take years before you start really embodying that confidence and that truth and that story, and that it might take you years. It took me years before I get to this point here this morning. That I'm here since when? 2014, something like that. 3 years now, probably, on YouTube. It's over maybe 3,000 videos or something. So it's a long journey. It's a long journey. You have to be ready to endure the pain. there's going to be pain, there's going to be confusion. But also embrace it, embrace the pain, the confusion, and all this, because this is going to make you someone different at the end. You're going to transform. You're going to transform in that journey, and that's the joy of it. You know, it's the changes, the transformation is the higher vibes, the higher different reality, to different reality with less fear, less like, you know what? Before I was a lot worried about, you know, all the cosmology nonsense that they were throwing at us, like stuff hitting Earth and you know, alien invasion and stuff like that. And today I realize it's all nonsense. It's all bollocks. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. There's no alien. There's no nothing like that. There's nothing like that. We live in love and grace. We're divinely protected, but they want us to see the earth as an evil place and as a hell, and so we lose all sense of reality and we lose ourselves into material stuff, and we never realize what life is all about. That's their goal. That's their goal, for us to never realize what life is all about. But anyway, me, I realize that life is worth living, and I just say yes to my life. Say yes to my life, and take action each and every day. I don't really know where I'm going with this. That is getting clearer and clearer as I go on, for sure. But where am I going to be in 2 months, 3 months? I don't know. Time is not really something we can experience. We can see it. I can see a calendar, but to me, it's always in the present moment, and being present in the present. You know, the present is called the present for a reason, because it is a present. But we don't see it as a present. We see it as something that we must get away from. So we go in the past, we go in the future, we think, we can't stop thinking. You know, at one point, it's like we can't stop thinking about our nonsense of, you know, there's always going to be things in life that's going to come and but don't let the worries of life get to you. This is the thing. There's always a solution to be found. Either even if you have financial issues or stuff like that, you're always going to find a solution. If you have faith, what is faith? What is faith? Is seeing something that is unseenable. I think this is faith. You know, it's to see something even if you don't see it, or to believe it can happen even if you don't see it. This is having faith. You know, you gotta have faith. You gotta have trust in yourself. Trust yourself. It's very, very important to trust yourself in the process, because this is the most. Your enemy is not on the outside. Your enemy is on the inside. If you focus on enemies on the outside, you're completely lost. Completely lost. If you have fear of enemies on the outside, you're completely lost. The worst enemy is you. You can stop yourself in that journey. You and the mind control that you let others have over you. But if you clear all the fear, all the confusion, and you just advance with abandon, with divine vibes, with knowing you're led into your journey, you don't give in to fear. You don't give in to. I don't come here thinking people are watching me and the CIA is over me and this. I don't give a shit about this. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. They don't do that. They don't do that. Come on, I would have had visitors a long time ago. It's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. We are the revolution, and we are making it happen. And I think it's just a growing number of people that are waking up to their greatness, and it's a very, very smoke break. Very promising. We are in a time of change, for sure. I am doing and looking in doing lane private and trust passport free travel. Yeah. Mandy, Suzanne, big up. Jay, of course. Cindy, of course. Alien, Lion. Yeah, aliens. Come on. Jenik, keep at it. You'll see you contributed greatly to many. But this is the thing. It's hard for me to sense this. I know, like, I don't want to be like I always said it here. Just doing my thing. I'm just a normal guy doing his thing that feels like talking to the world, because I cannot stand what's happening anymore. I overstood certain stuff, and now I am fed up to be under. So I'm just coming out and speaking my mind because I want to see a change in the world. I want to see a change. I always been very, very driven toward change, toward changing the world. But I overstood at one point that I had to be the change. If I want to see a change in the world, I have to be the change because I cannot rely on anybody else but me to create a change. It starts with you. It's you versus you. You can you can have anybody, count on anybody to make change, but if you don't embody the change, you will not see it. And that's the thing. When people tell you, be the change, be the light, that's what it is. You have to feel it. You have to feel those vibrations yourself. So if you're not becoming the fullest of your story, like become the fullest of your story, you have a story that people want to hear. That's for sure. We all have stories. We all have beautiful stories. That's for sure. And each and every one has something to share of our journey here. This is magnificent. And this is the most beautiful present we have. We are alive. We have life. And most don't even take their life. We have to take our life to another level. That's what I overstood. And my process is I had to take it to another level. And here I am. Boom. On YouTube. Live and direct. Yeah. Live and direct in the tube, and it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. Like me, I like that thing. I feel very, very comfortable now with the uncomfortable. I push myself to an extent that I was becoming comfortable with the incomfortable, and this makes you advance very fast. This gonna make you rise and shine very fast. If you become comfortable with the uncomfortable, because it's always uncomfortable coming here. I'm live and direct on YouTube. Come on. I don't know who's watching. The worst is I don't know who's watching this thing. So it's very, I watch what I say because I have great care about how I feel. But I cannot control what you think. So for sure, I'm here to speak my mind, and I don't come here to bash things. So I promote what I love, and that's it. I just go on and speak my mind, but I cannot control what you think of me. But first of all, it's not about. I don't really care about what people think of me. I really take very good care about what I think of myself. This is very important to me. What I think of myself, and if I do my best each and every time. If I do my best each and every time, I'll become better and better. That's what I tell myself. If I can show up every day at 7 o'clock and be on time, but I'm always on time. I'm always a very, I don't know. I don't like to relate to time, but I've always been very punctual. Always by respect only, by respect for others. And, it's for sure we can sink ourselves out of time. We can block all, but it's still there. And this is the balance we should find in our life. You can say, okay, I am an awakened being. I am going on the top of a mountain in mid-state for the rest of my life. But to me, this is not balance because the rest of the world is asleep. So I want to stay here. I don't want to extrapolate myself to like jump in the hole in the North Pole and get away from people. That's not my goal. My people is here and now on Earth, and this is where we must. If nobody, like my goal is not to leave and to leave behind all kinds of great. I think we should not focus on stuff so much outside of ourselves, but focus internal a bit and bring that light to others and inspire others. On a journey also. We all have a journey to do here. So my mom received Men in Black visit with all this depth discharge things. Yeah. What you mean? My mom received Men in Black visit with all this depth discharge thing. Oh, okay, I don't know. Maybe you're talking. Depth discharge not working. I don't know. You're talking between yourself. I'm lost a bit in your conversation in the chat. I didn't really give attention to the chat because I'm very, very focused. If I start giving too much, that's what I want you to understand. If I keep looking at the chat, I get very distracted. And then I realize, that's one thing I have to start, not because I read all the comments after in the chat. I go through the chat and I read it all because you give me a lot of strength in there. You are commenting sometimes very uplifting stuff all the time and I read it. But if I give too much attention, I get distracted because I love to read it. And so that's why sometimes I can be like half an hour without looking at the chat because it's going to distract me from doing my talk and concentrating on my. But I appreciate all your comments, whether it's in the chat or on the channel, or it's very, very uplifting and yeah, pushes me to come back and to come back day after day. And, it's a journey that we're going to do together. We're in this beautiful family together as one. For sure. We're creating, like I said like Stefan told me, Stefan said that the best friend I found, I probably found them on YouTube. And the best people I probably had the chance to meet in my life was through YouTube also. There's a lot of great people on YouTube with with their heart open and just want to help each other. And Jay did a great thing for me. Big up Jay with the logo, the thumbnail you made me for my show. I just posted it on Facebook and I'm gonna use it as thumbnail also. I woke up this morning and I had this on my messenger, a nice logo, live and direct, Motivation Academie, and Jay did that for me. Jay in the chat, Jay Saran. Yeah, big up, Jay. We're going to do this together as one, for sure. We're in this, and this is what I love to see when I see people coming out to help me like that. This is the divine at work also. It's very profound to explain. It's hard to explain because we're in this physical form, but the divine is each and every one. It's us. It's us awakening to our greatness. So for sure, and the thoughts of the divine are manifested through us. So for sure, I have Jay coming on my. To me, it's all. If that's not divine, what it is. If that's not divine, what it is. Tell me, because I cannot see what else it would be. So that's what we have to recognize also, that the magic with life, the magic with your life, with my life, with our life, and the potential we have to change for sure, change for a higher vibe, just change for a higher vibe than we were before. We're going on a great vibe, or just raising our vibration. We're starting to raise our vibration, and I think this is a very promising future for sure. You can access the future if you're in the here and now. Through the here and now, you can access everything. You have access to all possibilities, all opportunities, everything here and now. But be present in the moment. Stop worrying about nonsense and Babylonian stuff. And just, wow, Quebec. How unusual. Yeah, Quebec. Big up, Jedek. Yeah. Maybe UK is different. But I don't think so. So even if it's the right thing to do, they wouldn't let you do this. I imagine if they let everyone escape banksters. Okay, you're talking about your debt discharge. Banks are corruption. The banksters. Yeah, for sure. So guys, big up everyone. Thank you for being here again. Great pleasure for me to share these divine moments with you. And I'll be back for more another now, probably same time tomorrow morning. But it's always another now because that's all there is. Like, okay, it could be a different date, but all this is Babylonian stuff. Like, to me, I just see the present moment and I do the maximum I can with it. And I suggest you do the same. So, ease out, rise and shine, live your dreams, be present. Very important. Like I say, stop worrying about nonsense. You don't worry when you sleep. So why you worry about it when you're awake? Just take action and clarity will come. Clarity is power. The more you advance with the abundance, the more clear your mission will become. The more clarity you will have, the more power you will develop, and the more confidence. So, but don't cross the line between arrogance and confidence. There's a thin line between confidence and arrogance, and don't cross it, because then you're gonna probably lose a lot of people around you. But also when you have confidence and you don't cross that thin line to arrogance, because it's a very, very thin line, and some people cross it, and I don't know, me, I can sense that. And when you do it from the heart, people sense it. So stay from your heart, do everything from the heart, or not at all. Ease out.